Hello there. We are here for yet another episode. The squad, after a successful duel with a fellow water type specialist, ignore that I don't have any water types at this time, but in my heart, of course, a water type specialist. So we have Turk that just learned Grassy Glide at the end of that fight. Strength, Leech Seed, and Fake Out. We have Robin Hood with Spirit Shackle, Leaf Storm, learned Grassy Glide as well recently. Shadow Sneak, which gains extra value for us since we actually have the terrain setter, right? Grassy Surge on Turk, so very good synergy. Then we have Albaz, Clingy Scales, Brutal Swing, Dragon Claw, and Bulldoze. We did get Dragon Claw last episode, which is very nice, so that we don't always have to lower our defense. Since for a while we had Scale Shot, and then decided it probably wasn't worth it. But Clang Scales though is the best move on it still because it is a minus attack nature. Although I mean I guess it's by 1 point, but I mean it's also stronger, right? So, but yeah. And then we have Mirth, which has Fairy Wind, Morning Sun. We put Magical Leaf on just in case for the last fight, but uh, we can change. I know we had extra sensory, so I might change that, but we'll take a look when we go to uh, the Pokemon Center. And then we have our newest member on the team, Aaron, with Rock Slide, Iron Head, Curse, and Headbutt, which it just evolved at the end of the fight with Nessa, and it somehow found use in that fight, which is crazy. More than I can say for Envy. Still has Astonishing Withdrawal. It's not going to change, and it's we have to get to Hammerlock to be able to get the item to evolve. So we did just get Whirlpool, which is kind of meh, if I do say so myself, for a TR. But the new level cap is 43. So we do have, first and foremost, I want to put the citrus berries on. Ooh, just before I forget. And then I think we can just. I think we're gonna. I don't know if it forces us immediately to go to. Yeah. Okay, it just lets us know where to go. Because we now have a meeting with Rose. But I will make the chairman wait, because if it lets me. Yeah. And it does. Because we haven't gotten our encounter yet here. So, do we get healed after fights? Or was I just, there's no way, I was not at full health with everything, right? That's preposterous, so. I guess they heal us after I don't know if I noticed that before, but. What I do want to do is get our encounter, right? For this city. For which I should be putting Mirth in the front, because it has Yawn. So our encounter for Hulberry is Aracuda, which is nice. It's level 24. But yeah, so we are going to meet with Chairman Rose and make our way through Galar Mine number 2 to get back to Motostoke. Is, at least the roadmap forward. I don't know if we can do all of that in one episode, but we'll see. send you to the box. And then we can just... Yeah, there's no other routes. It's just the Galar Mine 2 that then leads us back to the Mudstoke. So we can go back to here. Let's heal up. I think while it's on front of mind, I do want to... Well, I can do that later. Realistically, I'm gonna reorder these because this is the order we got them. So we have Aracuda here that needs to have its fate decided, right? So it has Peller Tail, and it is quirky nature. So let's get this. I apologize. I tried to stifle my sneeze once I straight up. That's very funny. I missed the mute button. I hit there's a power button next to it. So if you heard anything, that's completely my bad. I need to be better at muting myself. But Vibrava I already have, so I'm going to spin again. Hoot hoot. So this Aracuda will become a hoot hoot. So I will be right back. And we have returned with some unfortunate news, actually. It's good, well, it's some good news and some bad news. The good news is that when I put in a Pokemon that has types changed, it's already it comes in like that, which is great. Which as we mentioned earlier, with Skuntank, we found out that the stats do not transfer over if I do it the way I normally do through Pika Hex, but the typing does. The bad news. That means that Hoot is not primary normal and instead is primary psychic now, which means we can't use it. And even if it was primary flying, it would also be unusable. So the Who is gonna have to be in purgatory, which is unfortunate. That its moveset's crazy. I forgot to show it. That it's like it actually gets like solid moves. Like this is just this normal like level up moveset. So the Who, and it is tinted lens. I don't know if I showed that, but yeah. So in any case, I was about to do this before I realized I should order of operations this better. So I guess Ancient Power is probably better for the upcoming gym, if I can plan for that. And then Robin Hood, I have to decide if U-turn maybe is like U-turn or I think U-turn's probably better than Leaf Storm for right now. Now that I have Grassy Glide. So like maybe I'll do knockoff. No, I don't think there's anything else I need to learn, right? Yeah. So, well, we can always, think about it until we get to the gym as we always do, as the movesets are ever evolving as we go. So yeah, we have one fire resist for the upcoming gym, as long as everyone makes it there. So I think this will be more challenging. Obviously it's also the third gym, and also at least canonically, like story-wise, Kabu is supposed to be stronger. So, and I believe we read something saying that, but like in the original games, like a lot of people quit at Kabu is like what they always say in the story. So if you defeat Kabu, then all three of them come and see you off before you go to Hammerlock. So it's supposed to be like a big deal that you can defeat Kabu. Thus, it makes sense that this game should make him harder than the previous two. Although, I mean, they made a very threatening rain team last time, but they did let me stall out the rain to where I didn't actually face like the Barraskewda in rain. Although it's like faster than everything I have anyway, normally, so it's just the powered up water moves would have still been pretty tough, but they deployed Pelipper in weird ways, to say the least. And I got them to max Rockfall, right, with Dreadnought to then change the weather, so. Yeah, so we can go see him in Galar Mine number 2, it appears, which also would be where our next encounter would be located. I'm gonna check just in case, like, the shop changed, but I don't expect it to. I probably should buy some grassy seeds. It's a lot of money, though. I'll buy 5 just to have a stock of them, because they probably are useful long term. Well, you know, since I literally have a grassy search mod. But I can always come back later, since travel between areas is super easy. So we'll lead Mirth, because we have an encounter to get here. Who do I wanna... You know, I'll do the Scraggy, because it shouldn't be able to threaten me. Obviously, I'm not gonna click Fairy Wind on it. Has quite some utility there. I'll just throw a ball while it's awake, I don't care. Like, Ancient Power is not going to do any damage, so. It's an interesting moveset it has over there, that's for sure. We did get Great Balls, I did remember that now, so let's try that. Fantastic. So we can send it to the box. And then save just in case. And what am I doing? Yeah. On here so we can check on it. So it is a shed skin with a gentle nature. It is level 26. So let's find out what the wheel has to say about Scraggy over here. That's very funny. I keep getting that line. Yeah, since I'm getting to the levels where, like, if it joins the team, I'm gonna level it up anyway. So I'm gonna pass on Flygon and spin again. Skarmory. We do have steel available still, right? Yeah, because we have to have steel available since that's how we're using Aaron. So that is a usable mon in Skarmory. Oh my god. Kevin. Alright, we're going to be right back. And we have returned with Starscream, level 26 Skarmory. It is unfortunately minus defense nature, but you know, it's still a Skarmory. Has Whirlwind, Slash, Wing Attack, and Curse, which Curse is a new addition. I think Whirlwind, I think it normally, I don't know if it gets to the level up normally, but I don't know if it, I don't, maybe they do get the, I just know at least on the documentation, at least within the level up moveset, both Whirlwind and Curse were added on. So, neat. And Starscream is a Transformer, if you're wondering where that nickname is coming from. But for right now, I want to put Aaron now in the front, since I trust it more. But I don't need to be fighting. That's me, not you, by the way. Okay, I was like, are we fighting? We are fighting. Alright then. We'll see if... I should be a decent lead, I would think. As long as Duosion doesn't have like Focus Blast kind of deal, right? So... And if we just flinch, that makes it a lot easier. Okay, we couldn't quite get the KO before the reflect, but that's okay in my book. Just we waste one turn of the reflect, and as we get the KO. So Ponyta, does this get a move that hits me? Like I'm not sure if it does. So I'm kind of tempted to just like I want to stay in, right? Like that's my instincts say. But like realistically, they have to have some coverage somewhere, right? Like that feels like it should have some sort of coverage. Like I don't know. It feels too convenient for it not to. Like that would be great for me personally, but I don't believe that for a second. So I'm trying to think of what move would it have. It's either I've discussed it before. It's either fighting or ground. So with that logic, this would be the switch in would be Robin Hood for both fighting and ground. That covers both. Where like obviously switching into fighting moves isn't that bad for like if I went Turk instead, but feels better if I can just take no damage, right? Since we can't heal. That did a lot. Honestly, that did a lot. I also didn't kill. What the fuck? How did I not kill? Is my attack stat like my AV is just like terrible? I don't. No, it's not actually because it's literally max. Specifically, like this one is one of the that I remember. Okay, this though I do have to switch for which. I mean, I want to go Aaron because it's resists the dual stab. I just don't know what the coverage move is if it has one. And I just remembered that reflect is up. That's why we didn't kill. Right? Is it still up? Yeah, I totally spaced on it. It's because it has light clay. So yeah, no coverage, but my SPDF is not great as we're seeing in action here. So Aaron might be out of commission for this fight. But we will. Oh, we might not kill. Because the reflect is going to go down after this turn. Yeah. Which sucks that I need to... Huh. I guess it's a go Mirth and Ancient Power. That is doing quite a lot. Oh, it has Roost. That's a nightmare. I guess I have to click Yawn then. That is, yeah. The typing is just too good against me, right? Like that's speed in general just has a good matchup into my mons, I guess, because I just don't have psychic resists. So it's awkward unless I like just sweep through with Robin Hood in like the first place kind of deal. I'm going to. It should be a guaranteed turn of sleep here. But then next turn isn't guaranteed, right? So I think we do this in Shadow Sneak. Also, that's me again, not you. Does Shadow Sneak even kill though? I don't know if it does. I hope it does without the reflect. Yeah, okay. I'm like psyching myself out here. So last time, uh, Goth was pure psychic, not dual type. So I don't expect that to be different. I'm just thinking if I want to switch with a U-turn, like go into Turk just to get the grassy terrain up. I think might be helpful for me. Yeah, like that would have killed if it was part dark, as we mentioned the last time we faced as well. So I mean I can fake out grassy glide or just grassy glide probably kills. I think. I don't know. If I need, do I need that extra turn? I'll just fake out into grassy glide to. I think it kills, but I guess we'll find out. But not that I think. God, yeah, no, it definitely does not. Never mind. I'm not sure that. Yeah, Gotharita could ever threaten me at that point, but I guess I could have just done two grassy glides instead of fake out grassy glide. So I'd have an extra turn of grassy terrain. But that's fine. Turk is pretty bulky, I would say. So I don't feel bad about having it in. That's good damage. Nuzzle's annoying. Especially I think the terrain's about to end. Yeah, so now it's Grassy Glide's not priority any longer. But I don't know what it's doing yet. And I was considering clicking Leech Seed, but this could have magic mounts. So there's a citrus berry, I'm assuming, yeah. Yeah, my switch-ins are not healthy at all. But what I think I'm gonna do is go Robin Hood. Because like realistically I'm not killing it with Turk. And we should be able to take one hit. And then proc citrus. Oh my god, the confusion's so bad though. The confusion's actually terrible. Like I don't think they have a move, but like if I hit myself, I don't think I killed myself, but like hit myself plus take a hit. But thankfully we don't have to find out. But now I'm very incentivized to switch out instead of trying to beat whatever the last mon is. LGM. You know what? No, I believe in you. Robin Hood. Alright, never mind. Alright, we're just going for pairs on everything, I guess is the strat for this team. I think now the strat is we bring in Turk because we need grassy terrain to heal us for whatever we end up switching into next. Wonder Room. That is spooky. So, huh. I guess uh it makes Albaz tankier, I guess. Not that I really want to go into Albaz, but oh, it makes Aaron also tankier. I think, but we can't heal. You know, I'm gonna go like it'd be by citrus. That's what I mean. That's like I know I can't heal in battle. I'm gonna go Albaz. It looks weird, but I I it's the one that's full health, right? It's kind of the problem here. And I'm getting the healing. So hopefully two brutal swings can do it. Holy, that's not even close. All right, well. I mean, brutal swing and Dragonclaw are uh, the same power, so it doesn't really matter. I am still faster though. What is this? So I've seen every move. So it's disable Wonder Room, Thunder Wave, Side Beam. Interesting. I mean, I did just mention that Dragonclaw is the same with stab. It becomes 120, just like brutal swing. Oh, that was a crit, wasn't it? Yeah. Like I was like, that did a lot more damage. So the problem is now, since I'm paralyzed, I can't risk dying here. Like there's just no way. So I think we go Mirth. And we click Morning Sun. Because we're definitely faster. For at least this turn. Dude! These confusions are gonna kill me. Like I can't risk this anymore. I'm gonna set up the grassy terrain. Like these confusions are just making this impossible. Like obviously, like I'm not risking paras and getting credit on top of it, right? But like I don't know what I'm supposed to do. About like I'm like the confusions are just so risky for no reason, right? I mean, I'll try to click fake out. Oh, almost. We did crit. So I mean, if I don't get paired, Grassy Glide obviously kills, right? Just this fight has been very annoying. All right, Wonder Room. I don't think it matters. I'm not in range of like a crit dying. I would imagine. And we break through. Thank goodness. Like these fights are taking so long when it's the para confusion stuff, just because like I'm just not breaking through every time, right? Like if I break through every time, then it's these fights are a lot easier. But speaking of Turk, you did good work in this fight. Kevin, get out of here. You are not part of this. Stop it. So Turk has reached her final form. Drum beating. Is it even? It's not even better than Grassy Glide, right? Like, it's 10 base power stronger. I know it lowers their speed, so like it has a use, but like, I guess am I just clicking grass moves all the time? But like, this is priority when I switch in, right? Whatever. I'll honestly, no, for right now, it's actually not worth it, right? Because we're literally about to go fight the fire. Unless there's another fight before. Whatever. I'll just put it on for now. All right. Now we need to go back and heal, of course. Nope. We will. And then, you know what? I will check since it just evolved. I'll check if Turk has any new moves that are relearnable. I don't know that there would be any new ones, but it's always possible. I don't remember Noble Roar, so that feels like it's new, but otherwise it looks like it's more or less the same stuff. Like, realistically... No, I keep clicking. I know we have Rock Blast. I don't know if we have anything else that, like, would really help with the upcoming gym. I guess we have Bulldoze, but I literally set up terrain that makes it weaker, so that's kind of annoying. So I think for now we're probably fine. And let me go put the berries back on. So then we can continue on and gather mine number 2 and meet up with Kabu. And I assume we're fighting trainers along the way. I do love how Krogunk, when he walks... Oh, fuck me. That's not an item. Yeah. I realized it like a second too late. I'm gonna switch out into Turk and then run because I will not die because I couldn't run away. Wait, what? And does it always have that ability? I don't know that I recognize Mimicry. Huh. That's interesting. But either way, let's go fight. Yeah, the Pokeballs are way bigger. I got fooled because I was just too excited, clearly. Huh. I don't know what it wants to. I think it gets ground moves, doesn't it? So I think I have to play it safe and switch. Or I mean, even if it has a strong fire move, that's probably a lot of damage, right? So whether it has a ground move, that's a separate. And we still don't have a fighting move, but we do have Bulldoze, which that did nothing. I set up the rock switch. Not thrilled. We do have heavy duty boots, so I guess if hazards are gonna start to be a thing, more of a thing, we could put the heavy duty boots on. We did crit to get the 2-hit KO. We could put it on Mirth, but the citrus always feels so good. just continue bulldozing, because it is part steel. Unless it's going to change typings. Or is Mimicry only with, like, terrains? It has bounce, okay. That is interesting. What do I want to do about that now? Becomes the question. Hmm. I mean, I feel like I probably should just tank it, but is there a better thing I can do? I mean, if it has a steel move also, then it's, has something that hits every mon I have. So I guess I'll just keep clicking bulldoze. Yeah, it's not too much damage, and since it's 2 turns and we have leftovers, it's not the most threatening thing in the world. So I'll just use a PP of Brutal Swing instead this time. And it missed, so sick. That helps us quite a bit. Oh, I was like, another Galarian Stunfisk? But no, this is not another Galarian Stunfisk. Curse is interesting. I don't know what physical moves it would have at this point in the game that they'd want to give it. But I'm gonna bulldoze once more and then I'll probably Clinging Skills, just to be safe. Okay, that's just going for terrain, so I don't really care then. Back to full. Nice. We'll clang those skills. Claydol. I think it's a Turk angle. Sure. Got my ass. So I can't fake out, so we'll drum beating that. That's an interesting animation. We will potion up and continue forward. That's not an item ball, neither is that. I mean, Gigalith could get a ground move. I mean, so many things can. Man, at this point now, I'm like, I feel like I need an Eviolite so I don't play so scared. But I think it's just kind of inevitable that I'm just gonna play scared. I could have cursed on the rocks. It's just me being scared. But I'm just hoping that my me being scared will save it at some point. So we'll keep playing that way until it punishes me too hard to where I can't. I'll mix it up just for PP purposes, because Dragon Claw does the same amount of damage anyway. I'm assuming this has the sand rock thing, but who knows? We do not need safeguard on Mirth. Okay, it does not, so we did stall out the sand. I don't know if there's any synergies beyond, but I mean, Mirth and Robin Hood both seem like good switches, but I'll go the more offensive switch since there are rocks up. So I'm less wanting to go into Mirth. And what a good switch. You know, I would not have been happy to be dealing with the confusion. Like I would tank the hit, of course, on Mirth, but I already bitched and moaned about. And it has rock side. Oh, yeah, alright, yeah. So this was much better switching. Not too surprising. Like obviously Conk does have quite good coverage. But thankfully it missed, so we do save that HP. Crook. So last time I switched into Turk on one of these, it went for Skitter Smack, but I'm gonna do it again. Ooh, foul play actually might do a lot of damage. Holy shit, that did so much fucking damage. Yeah, I mean my attack is big, so that does make sense. But yeah, this shit's obviously dying to fake out plus grassy glide. It probably just dies to just grassy glide based off that fake out damage, but we don't have to risk shit. Alright. Grip Claw. I don't think that's going to be too useful. Oh, yeah, run into Team Yell. And is Hop going to make this a 2-on-2? Yeah. But I think we will save that for next time. So I will save. I will thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.